Hey everyone, Aaron from A.R.F Personal Training. So today's video is about low and high glycemic foods, what that means, how it works and why it's relevant to you. Okay, so basically a low glycemic food is a food that's slow releasing in the bloodstream. Okay, so it will have a nice steady blood sugar or glucose increase and it'll be nice and steady throughout the day. Okay, so a nice slow burning food, so things like porridge, whole grains, sweet potato and loads of other different things. Okay, now a high glycemic food will give you a high and quick blood sugar or blood glucose increase. Okay, so high glycemic foods, if we put it on a little bit of a graph, so a blood sugar graph shall we say, so things like sweets, chocolate and all those other lovely nice tasty things we like to eat will basically mean, so this line is your blood sugar level, so when you eat those foods, those high sugary foods, those high glycemic foods, your blood sugar will spike. Okay, so once it's spiked and it's got to the top of its spike, you'll then have what's called a crash. You'll come down. Okay, when you get to this point here, you'll be feeling tired, you'll be feeling hungry, you'll be craving those sugary foods, and what happens with most people is they give in and they have another sugary high glycemic food and it goes up, and that pattern continues throughout the day and basically means that as it's peaking and troughing, you're giving in, you're feeling crap, you're not at your best. Okay, and you're probably overeating in this scenario and your appetite and your hunger control will be all over the place. Okay, so to control that, we try and get on board more low glycemic foods. So when we eat the low glycemic foods, so things like the sweet potato, the whole grains, etc. What happens with the blood sugar, it's a lot more consistent and slow releasing throughout the day. So instead of peaking and troughing like it was doing up here, it will come up and then it will slowly meander through the day, nice and steady, keeping you on a nice even keel. And what that means is your hunger and your cravings will be a lot more under control than this. And if they're under control, you are much more likely to make informed and better decisions in regard to your food. If you've peaked on your blood sugar and you're now at a crash, all you want to do is get back up there. Okay, it's a natural bodily function. You want that hit again. You want that nice sweet craving to be dealt with. Okay, so what happens is we have a chocolate bar, we crash. We have another chocolate bar, we crash. We have a cake, we crash. We have a sugary drink, we crash, etc. And it goes on throughout the day. Whereas with this, you're in a much better frame of mind because your hunger's not controlling you. Okay, so when your hunger's controlling you, you're much more likely to make a poor decision with your food. Okay, so it's much more important that we look at what we're eating, how much of it we're eating, and when we're eating it. And you'll be able to make a lot more informed decisions and better decisions in regard to your specific diet. Now, if you want some more information on this, you want me to go in a bit more detail, by all means get in touch in the comments box. If you want to try out my 7-day free trial on my personal training plans online, I'll put the link in this post. You can try those plans, guys. One of the things that involved in those 7-day free trials is a consultation with myself where we put a 7-day action plan together. What we can do is we can chat about these briefly in that coaching call when we put that 7-day action plan in place. And should you decide to sign up after that, we'll go through this in a lot more in depth and how it will be relevant to you specifically. Okay, so like I said, if you've got any questions, get in touch. If you want to try the 7-day free trial, click the link in the post. Anything else, obviously get in touch, guys. Other than that, take it easy. Have a good day.